Good morning, guys. So I just got finished with my appointment with a genetic counselor. I went through Genome Medical because I needed to go through a provider. And what was this appointment like? I took notes because I wanted to make sure that someone in similar shoes that needed some genetic counseling would know what to expect, because I know it has to be scary. I won't lie. I knew exactly what testing I needed. I knew exactly what kind of things they were going to ask me, and I was still nervous. I was extremely nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I had anxiety. I would not say it was like bad anxiety like some other things, but yeah, it was I was anxious. So, what was this appointment? So basically, she asked me my name, my date of birth. That's pretty standard with a lot of appointments. Then she asked me about my detailed medical history. So, what symptoms am I having? Is there anything that looks like this disease I'm testing for? She then asked me a detailed family history, and she focused on the side of my family that is affected, and that's my paternal side, or my father's side. And she really asked about who in the family line was affected and give me a detailed history of the closest relative. So that would be my father, his symptoms and disease course and date of diagnosis and death. And then who else in that side, what was theirs. And then she got a good idea, because when I scheduled the appointment, I put neurology. They'll want to know what field the person needs to have some background knowledge in, so I chose neurology. And it was an online appointment. It was like if I saw you telemedicine. It was just a Zoom call. And she knew that with my family, we most likely had what's called a repeat expansion, and she made sure to tell me that that was the very common cause of familial ALS. And she looked and said that she had a sponsored test, and this test through Avita would be free to me, which is fantastic. I did not know that I could get a free test, but she said that, and she really explained what a repeat expansion disease is, why it causes a problem, and she made sure to tell me that what they're looking for in the disease, in the genes. And yeah, after she explained all that, she just wanted to make sure that I knew if there was a positive test result, what that might do, and what I have in place to ensure that it will not be too much to handle. And I assured her I have a counselor, and I've already thought about all this. And she wanted to know who I would share the results with and why I needed to know. And she wanted to make sure that I didn't have mental health or substance abuse problems. And I assured her that I don't have a substance abuse problem, and that I see a counselor for mental health. And lastly, she just asked me if there was any more questions, and then she asked me if, I would be able to bring a support person for when the results were being talked about. And then she said she will send a summary of the appointment, this one and the results appointment, and she will be sending the kit to me. And that was basically what the appointment was like. So I'd say for anyone who is thinking about going to a genetic counselor, it's okay to share with them if you're afraid about what you might learn. That is perfectly okay. I didn't really share too much with her just because I didn't feel the need to. I have my own counselor. I've worked through a lot of these feelings my own. That might change next time when we get the results, but that I'll deal with when we deal with that. So anyways, guys, it overall wasn't a bad appointment. It was pretty much what I was expecting, but I will say it was fantastic to have someone who already knew what I was talking about and who already had figured out the testing. I knew the testing I needed, but my testing was going to cost like $1,000. So the fact that she found me a sponsored testing that was going to be free to me, great. So maybe that's why you should go and work with a genetic counselor. They will know all about different testing options and might have, testing that's available to you at low cost or for free. So anyways, I love you guys and thank you for supporting me on this journey. And okay, love you. Bye.